There's live pictures from our tower camera looking out towards the Golden One, Tower Bridge, the Ziggurat, all those things. And somewhere down there, there's that lovely Macy's building that's now closed, but still has lots of history.
Yes, it does. And we can learn all about the history behind that former Macy's in downtown Commons in a new documentary that's out.
So Cody's Caravan pulled up and is reliving the store's glory days. Cody, when I moved to Sacramento to go to Sac State in '93, that was my favorite Macy's in the area, was the downtown plaza.
You mean Macy's 406 was your favorite?
Macy's 406, yes.
Macy's 406, yeah, this was it. This is Justin. Justin and I met because you love elevators, and we did a whole segment together where we came down to Macy's and to ride the elevator and stuff. And I noticed that you put signs up because you were thinking about doing a documentary. You wanted to interview people about the store. And I was like, Justin, we should get back together when the movie's done. And let me tell you, my friend, it turned out spectacular.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I really enjoyed it. There's so many things in there that I learned about the store. But I wanted to ask you, why was it important for you to share that history with people?
Just because, like, I figured a lot of people, like myself, grew up coming here. So, you know, for such a large building to be, like, forgotten about, I wanted to document as much of it as possible so that later down the road it can be remembered. So I wanted to make something that people can look back on, you know, when they demolish the building or turn it into something else. You know?
Whatever they do, we don't know.
Yeah. So it's been a really important part of my life. So, and I know it's kind of the same for a lot of other people local to Sacramento. So
it was interesting watching the film, the people talking about it, the employees there, and they all were like you. Like it was a part of their lives.
Yeah, like some of them been here for like 30 years or even more for some of them. But yeah, like when you spend so much time here, you know, it kind of becomes part of your life. And, you know, when it just like goes away suddenly like that, it's like you're missing something. So it's
You
really
did some
sad.
deep research, like deep research. You got like old blueprints and all this stuff. How did you find all that stuff?
It's all inside of the building itself, and most of the stuff that like I show, like it's no one would really know about them. Like there was a restaurant here, there was an auto shop in the basement.
An auto shop in the basement.
I know, and like there was a hair salon in here at some point. There was optometrist office and all of that. Like I didn't know about it until I, you know, looked at the blueprints, and it's really cool, like how many services this building used to have.
Okay, let's talk about the auto shop because it was named after a guy. And then you were telling me, like, people would say, hey, meet me at, what was the name of it?
Mark Morris.
Mark Morris. They're like, yeah, meet me down at Mark Morris.
Yeah, when I first started here, one of my coworkers told me to go down to Mark Morris, and I was like, who is that? And they're like, no, it's a place. And I went down there, and I was looking for a person named Mark Morris, but I found out that it was the auto shop. And you know, after talking to some of my coworkers, I know the reason why it was called Mark Morris, and that was the name of it.
That was the name of it. That was hilarious. Courtney, did you know that there was an auto shop at the bottom of Macy's? I didn't know that either.
No.
I was shocked when I watched this.
Same. I'm like, where?
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Yeah, I just came here. I just came here to get bow ties. You know, I didn't know auto
Get your
dealership.
bumper repaired.
So, in the next segment, let's talk a little bit about some of the stories, some of the ones that touched you. Will that be cool?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll show you around, you know, and we'll talk a little bit more about the histories of Macy's. Store number 406.
406.
406.
Hey, Code.
If you want to watch it, how do they get it? You know,
Oh, no.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'll ask later.
Oh, if they want to watch it, what do they need to do?
You can just go on YouTube and type in 406 Forever, and my video should come up, or you can go to my YouTube channel, Chowvader3219.
And I subscribe to his channel because this man rides elevators all over the place. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. So we'll tell you some more of the stories about what some of the employees were talking about the history of Macy's 406.
Cool.
Back to you guys.
Thank you,
What
Code.
you want, Courtney? What you want?
When you come back next time, ask him if he enjoyed the Macy's bathrooms as much as I did. I don't know if the women's bathrooms were the same as the men's, but just when you come
Okay.
back, I'm curious.
we'll delve into that.
Delve in deep.
Bathroom talk next time you see me.
Thanks, Cody.
Thanks, Cody.
So this is that little peek seat, right? You can look into downtown, the DOCO. A little shopping happening there, but there's also a building that used to house the Macys.
We're going, Macy.
Yeah.
I felt like there were
It's
so
good
many
times.
possibilities in there. There's a lot of history behind that location, and now you can see a documentary about all of that history. Cody is down there this morning with the Caravan. Hey, Cody.
Nay, I say a great documentary
Ooh.
by Justin. It really turned out spectacular, and there were so many things that I learned from watching it. There were things in this building that were kind of incredible. So let's talk about the turntable, the giant turntable. What was that, Justin?
So on the 3rd floor in the furniture department, there used to be like a massive turntable, and it had 4 like mock-up rooms on it, and it would basically turn really slowly, and people can look at it. They can step onto it. I didn't know about that until one of my coworkers told me about it, and I saw it on the schematics, and I was like, turntable display, like that must have been really cool, you know,
Yeah.
for people to see.
Yeah, and that must have been like really out there too. I mean, like where could you see something like that? What about the staircase? You said there was like a cool staircase when it first opened?
Yeah, so there used to be like a fake spiral staircase. It wasn't the one you can walk on, but it used to hang from the ceiling in the escalator well, and they would have like displays and mannequins and stuff on it. But I didn't know about that either until, you know, my coworkers told me, and I also found like a picture online of it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and it was pretty cool, but it was removed a long time ago. So just another fun fact about this place, you know?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of little things that you don't really know about. They're long gone.
Such history, and you're right, it's long gone. And when you watch the documentary, when you watch the film, the interviews that you did, it really comes out in the people that this meant something to them.
Yeah, I mean, one of my coworkers said that she was born the same year this store was built. And so I thought that was really cool, you know, to have such a significant meaning to them. Also, some people have been here for so long that they basically live here, you know.
Yeah.
They spend more time here than they do at home. And, you know, a lot of them got emotional when I asked them questions about the store, like what it means to them. And a lot of people said that it's the people that they've met here.
Yeah.
That it's been an important part of their life, you know, and for it to just be like when it closed, you know, they don't have anywhere to go. A lot of them don't want to continue with, you know, the company because no stores like 406, you know.
Yeah.
So
you still work for Macy's. You're working at 407.
yeah,
407
Arden
Arden.
Fair, yeah.
But there's a lot of people that worked here that are at Arden Fair, so it kind of feels like DOCO number 2 or something.
Yeah, it's like we still see each other and it's still fun, but I'm definitely gonna miss this store, you know.
What kind of reaction have you gotten from people online about it?
Well, a lot of people like tell me that they've also grown up, you know, coming to this store, and they didn't know about a lot of the stuff that I showed in here. You know, a lot like there was a mezzanine level between 1 and 2 that I didn't know about, and not many people knew about. So all those little facts and stuff within the video just makes it more interesting because, like, wow, who knew such a cool building could be even cooler?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, totally. I want people to check it out. What do they need to do? Go to your YouTube channel?
Yeah, go to my YouTube channel, and which is Javavader 3219, and if you search 406 Forever in the description or in the channel search, you'll see the video pop up.
It turned out great. Now, Courtney, you asked a question.
Yes.
About the, oh, good morning. How's it going?
Hi, friends.
You asked a question about the fancy bathrooms. The fancy bathrooms.
Yes.
We will tell you about that coming up at 10.
Oh, you're gonna make me
Gotcha.
wait for it.
Gotcha. Gonna have to wait.
You little trickster.
But there's a reason why they were so fancy.
Okay. Oh, see, I need the backstory because I'm like, no one makes bathrooms like this. This is the best bathroom in Sacramento. Okay, all right. I'll wait.
It really was.
I'll wait.
I'm just picturing somebody calling their
Okay.
boss, telling them they're going to be late today because now they need to see the bathroom thing at 10
Tell me
o'clock.
Great. If you know about the downtown Macy's bathrooms, you understand why.
I am now intrigued.
Such a
Yeah,
fan.
no.
I'm now intrigued.
Such
All
a
right.
fan. Thanks, Cody.
Thanks, Code. All right, a few months ago, we met a young man who knows it all when it comes to elevators. He has like an online social media
Yeah.
presence reviewing elevators,
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
you could
Whole
say.
YouTube page.
Well, now he has a new documentary out that's kind of tangentially related.
Yeah. Okay, so Cody, he was in DOCO, looking back at the history of Macy's, hanging out with him. Take a look.
Welcome to Macy's 406. That's not here anymore. It's gone now, Justin. Now, Justin did a documentary about the history of this store, and it was a big deal in your life. Like, you came here when you were a little kid, and you ended up working at the store.
Yeah, for almost 6 years. So, you know, between growing up, coming here, and working here for so long, it's pretty much been part of my life the entire time.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's really important to me. And I wanted to make a video, you know, because I know it's equally important to a lot of locals around here. You know, they grew up coming here too. So I wanted to make something to remember the store when it's gone.
Some of the interviews that you did were really kind of touching. I mean, like, you listen to it and you really understand, like, why it was so important to these people.
Yeah, like, for me, I was only here for, you know, even though it's only 6 years, like, some people were here for 30 plus years. So losing this store is like their second home, you know.
Yeah.
Like, they've met all of their friends here. They've made so many memories, met so many people, and like a lot of them got really emotional when I, you know, asked, like, how is this store significant to you? Like what makes this store so important to you? And a lot of them is the same answer, you know, the people they've met here.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't have known them if it wasn't for working here. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It really is touching. It's amazing to watch. Has the Macy's company seen it yet? You ever heard anything from them?
No, I didn't really, like, send it to them or anything, but hopefully maybe somebody will see it. But I do believe that this is the most detailed video of any singular department store Macy's owns, at least.
It's gotta be.
Yeah,
it's
like-
gotta be.
Yeah, so I'm really proud of how it turned out, and hopefully, you know, it'll be something that people can look back on.
I think you did a great job. I mean, the amount of research you did was pretty incredible. I mean, pretty incredible stuff. Was there something that you learned that you were like, I did not know that?
I didn't know about on the third floor there used to be a salon. Everyone who's come to this store always goes to the third floor bathroom, and they're always like, oh, it's so nice up there. But the reason why it's nice is because it used to be a salon and basically like a lounge, a customer lounge, and that bathroom is all that's left of that fancy area. So it's really cool to, like, do some research and see what things used to be. Also with, like, the restaurant that used to be on the first floor, I didn't know about the whole, like, the windows that face towards the street and everything. So it was like, you learn all kinds of things when you do research, and, you know, our building had a lot of things that we wouldn't really know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it turned out great, and I really want people to watch it. So how do they find it?
You can go to my YouTube channel, Javator3219, and right now it's the first video that's on there, but you can also search on YouTube 406 Forever, and my video should pop
It'll
up.
pop up. I'm telling you, it's worth a watch. You did a great job, Justin. You did a great job with that. All right, there you go. That's the story of Macy's 406. 406 Forever. Back to you.
That is cool.
Right
I
on.
want to do one of the first Vons that I worked at.
Aw, that'd be cool.
I don't
You
know.
ain't gonna do it though.
Yeah, no.